What's going on YouTube? And Cap24 coming back with another Madden 19 money play. And we're going to stay in the gun split slot formation, the one that we showed you a nice cover 3 bomb play on yesterday's video. Today we're going to show you a play called 689 hook, and this is going to be more of a dink and dunk style of a play. We really like to kind of do a little bit more controlled passing this year in Madden 19. You do want to have your one play touchdowns to have that opportunity or get some balls down the field, but my belief, the way there are blitzes right now, getting the ball out of your hand is probably the best method, and we're doing a lot of our guides on really doing some quick 1-2 reads to really give you the ability to kind of just walk your way down the field 4, 5, 6, 7 yards at a time. Getting the field to basically be, shorten the vision and saying, if this guy does this, I'm doing that type of reads, right? So we're going to look at the 689 hook, and that's going to be one of those type plays. And we're going to want to run this on the short side of the field, so on the right hash mark. And we'll start off with cover 2. And what you're going to look at is this tight ends route, the RB receiver. It's not a great route right now. It's a table route. It definitely will get open against some coverages. But what I like to do is I like to motion him to the wing position. And now you're going to get a roughly about 4 or 5 yards more as far as depth on the route, which is going to give you a little bit more yards when it comes to running this. Now, I do want to still give myself protection by blocking my running back. And then I'll put the B on a comeback. You'll notice that the B has a really sharp angle on his comeback. It's because Julio Jones has a really nice high route running. If you have a less route runner, he's going to have a little bit more elongated comeback, and it's actually going to give you a little bit more yards by using it that way. But just kind of pick what you're looking for your situation. If it's 3rd and 2 in a short yardage situation, which is what I like to do this play a lot, I want to do a little bit of a quicker comeback because I want to make sure I get the ball out of my hands. But if this is in the middle of the field, 1st and 10, and you want to get a little bit more yards, by all means, you can put a lesser route runner in there. So let me show you basically how this works against cover 2. And what you're going to notice is the RB is just going to get a really soft spot underneath, and you're going to have that catch really, really easily. All you're doing is looking at the right 2 cornerbacks here, because what you want to see here is the fact that the player is going to get underneath the cloud flat. If the cloud flat backs up, you know it's cloud flat, and the right player that is, you can see he's there. You're going to have plenty of time to read it, get yourself some good yards, and you can get 6 or 7 yards pretty easily against cover 2. Now, if somebody's doing hard flats, it's definitely not something I see a lot in the middle of the field, more towards the goal line. But say it's a short yardage situation, they want to get aggressive. You can definitely notice that the B is going to be your man behind the player. The RB is going to get covered. You're waiting for the B to come there. You're going to throw it to him, and you get yourself that easy catch, okay? It's a 1-2 read. That's all you've got to read is my tight end open in the flat? If he's not, the B will be open. Now, if somebody tries to get a little bit more, I guess, I don't say daring, but a little bit more aggressive and trying to cut this off with their user, what's really nice is that you've got this A and the X route behind it. I'll show you against cover 2, then we'll get into the cover 3s later, right? What you're going to see here is that if they try to go and cut off the right player, you're going to notice that this A is going to get open right behind it, okay? It's not a streak route. It's kind of a inside release. And because of the inside release, it does slow down his route a little bit. That gets underneath the options. So people really cannot be too aggressive on trying to jump to the right-hand side. Now, if it's the same difference, say if you're in cover 2 and maybe they don't put the mid-read on that player, right? They put the mid-read, instead of going deep, they'll go ahead and maybe use that player on that player. Now, what you'll notice here again is that you're still going to have the ability to go up the field with the A route, but you're going to notice that this X route is going to get across as well. So you're going to have either or, that if they really try to vacate the middle to cover the right side manually, they're going to have some issues, especially even if they just man up people, it's going to be tougher, right? That's just the way it is on this play. Now let's look at cover 3 and show you basically how it works with cover 3. I'll start off with your hard flats because that's going to be what you mostly will see when it comes to short yardage situations where I like to run this the most often. And what you're looking for is, if you're thinking it's going to be cover 3, you're going to know that the left side, because there's a nickel back over there, he's going to be the one that's going to cloud flat, hard flat, curl flat. Now, the right side, it should be the deep safety. That's typically what's going to end up happening, unless they're in more of a linebacker alignment where there's got 2 or 3 of them out there. It can come from the bottom. But you want to look at that player. And you can see if he comes down like he does there, you're going to be able to throw it to this B receiver and get yourself an easy completion. Now let's do cover 3 from the short side, which basically means that I'm going to flip this and say if they do auto flip, right? Something like this where the cornerback is on the same side as the running back and the tight end that's going out. You're going to notice here with cover 3 hard flat, it's going to be the same type deal for you. You're going to see that the guy's going to come down there. You're going to wait for that player, throw it to him, and you get yourself an easy completion. Now, the same thing applies when it comes to cover 3 as it did with cover 2. They can't get too aggressive because of the way that these routes are. So if they take this A player and say I'm just manually putting him on the tight end just as a opportunity to kind of show you that if they want to follow the right side of the field to take this away, you're going to notice that the A is going to get in this nice little spot as well, just in that little thing. So if they hesitate at all to the right-hand side, you're going to have that player available to you. Same applies with the player coming across, and say they're doing this to where they, say maybe they man up the RB, and then they're using this player right here, and they're going to take away the A player. You know, basically that's, let's see if I could do this here. Can I put him on RB? No. All right, so maybe I'll put this guy on a deep type of middle third just to kind of show you that he's going to be covering this A receiver, okay? I'm just trying to simulate this. Maybe it's easier. Yeah, let's probably just do it like that, right? Now, if that's the case, what you'll see is that you're going to have that X receiver come over. So if they try to get aggressive to where they man up that RB and, you know, they try to get that guy to get there, you're waiting for that X to come across. It's going to be very hard for them to cover both the streak option, which is basically the S route option, and the in option. So those two are going to be really nice for you. Now, I did not show you cover 3 cloud flats yet, so look at cover 3 cloud flats. And what you're going to see here is that you're going to have that option again to look at the RB receiver underneath, okay? Now, what you see here is you're looking at the RB right away. He's open. Let's hit him, okay? That's really as simple as it gets. If the RB is open, you hit him. If not, you wait 2 extra seconds and you hit the comeback. And it's just really a simple thing to do. I'll show it to you with cover 3 where it's flipped to where the nickel back is going to be on that side. And what you're going to see here with this A receiver, that's the one we're looking at here. He's going to be the cloud flat this time. And we should notice that if that player is on that side where the in front of the A, that he will be the player that you want to key on, right? So here we go. He's backing up. He's backing up. All right, we'll just throw it to this guy. And we're going to get ourselves an easy 6 yards. And that's what we're trying to do, is just simplify your reads for you, that where you are not having to read the entire field, you're just reading 2 players. If they jump those 2 players, you already have a thought in your mind where I need to go to, which would be this S route here by the A, or if it takes a little bit longer, the X as it comes across the middle. Just a really nice base play, you know, using the right situations to kind of get the defense to kind of play a little bit outside the box, because if they don't, you're going to be able to really go ahead and get some easy yards as you go and get the situations that you want them in. I want to say thank you for everybody that has watched this video all the way to the end. We do appreciate your support. If you got something useful out of this video, go ahead and hit that like button. It does really help us grow our channel. If you're new to our channel and haven't seen one of the videos that are on your screen right now, go ahead and check it out for some great Madden content, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button.